Hey, Mike Swans here. I want to give a quick update. I'm adding some money to my portfolio, and I want to do that. Then look at the market real quickly here. Of course, you can click below this video and download a spreadsheet of all the positions and trades. Now today, I'm doing something simple, and I'm making a deposit in my account of $35,000. And what this is doing is it's cut back on my margin. I own $303,000 worth of positions, but now $48,000 of that is on margin, borrowed money to own this. I'm not really planning on doing any more sales. In fact, what I'm really doing right now is just holding what I got with the idea of I'm probably going to be adding to the positions and buying more positions before this month's over. Now let's see some stuff that's happened. Friday, the Greece stock market broke out to a new high. It went up like 7.57%. GREK did, and I own that. That's the Greek ETF. I bought it back here somewhere. And anyway, there's still bad news about Greece, as you know. It comes out every single week, but the Greece stock market's going up, and I think the market is telling us that some sort of deal is going to be made to help Greece manage its debts, and it's not going to default, and everything's okay. And the thing is, the Greece stock market, even though Greece is pretty much in depression, the stock market simply got so cheap that's now in a new bull market. Now, here's the thing, though. Overall, in markets all over the world, I think what we're seeing is a pause in maybe a little bit more of a pullback in October. But either way, things kind of made a peak. This is S&P 500. We did go up the past week, but we didn't break out of the high of September. So the U.S. stock market's still pretty much going sideways here, and I think it's probably going to continue doing that for another week or two, and then probably break out at the end of this month or early next month. And you see the same thing elsewhere too. This is the HUI Gold Stock Index. It's pausing too after making a top in September. It has yet to go above that high, even though it has gone back up, taking back most of those losses it quickly generated. But I still see it in a sideways, very short-term phase. Here's the thing, though, about the gold stocks. If they pause here and then break out again, they're going to be rallying, in a position to rally back up to their highs, have big moves in November, December, and probably reach this high by the end of the year, or more likely the first quarter next year. That means this pause here, I still think it's going to continue now for another week or two or three, but this pause is going to be a great entry point to buy if you didn't buy here, or to buy new positions, which is what I plan on doing. I am invested in lots of the gold stocks, but I do plan on buying new positions. This is actually Action Friday that you're seeing right here, but this is overall in these positions where I'm at, and you can see GREK, I'm up 41% in that, but overall, most of my big gains are in, these are all mining stocks right here, okay? And then I own stocks in Europe and stuff. Well, let's look at Europe. I don't own, this is one I want to buy. I don't own it. This is the Italian stock market, and it had, Italy, Greece, Spain had among the biggest gains of all markets all over the world in August and September, and now they pull back. Now look at a market like this. It doesn't look like it's in position to immediately break out here, but you can see how the high of September coincides with the high of last spring and pretty much last fall. So that's a key resistance level, and if Italy can pause here and break above that, it's going to be really breaking out and should rally up to the highs of last year sometime next year. That's a big move from let's say 13.5 to 19. What is that? That's a gain of 40%, right? Well, the S&P 500, I really don't see going up 40% over the next year. I don't see it going into a new bull market, but it's markets like Italy, Spain, and as you saw, Greece already move up a lot, but it can continue to do that. Those are where the big gains are going to come. So the pause here, I think, is going to provide us with a great entry point to buy into these European markets. And there's some I don't own. I don't own positions in Italy or Spain, and I want to get in those. So that's what I'm looking at right now. I just added money in my account today, so I've vastly reduced the margin I'm on. It really doesn't make much difference at this point. So I'm in a position where I can add on to my account and buy new positions this month. So that's what I'm doing, sitting back, just waiting, watching things and seeing how they play out with the eye of adding more later on. So that's where I'm at, and this is what I think is going on in the market right now, and I'll follow up with a video later on in the future. So talk to you later.